Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, entitled Dad Shocked at Breastfeeding. My mom keeps pressuring me to dye my hair. Give my son your Spider-Man costume cause he's white like Spider-Man. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Entitled Dad Shocked at Breastfeeding. I was with my little baby with a checkup visit in a children's polyclinic. There is a nursing room with 2 comfy chairs. It's a long narrow room arranged like this: door, changing table, screen, chair number 1, another screen, chair number 2, window. I come in, the chair closer to the door is empty, another one is occupied. I sit down, start nursing. Mom from the chair number 2 soon leaves. In comes another woman with a baby and her husband. He enters first, passes the first screen, sees me mid-process, I'm not caring. He turns around without a word, not even checking the second chair, and walks his wife out the door. And as he closes it, I hear him saying loudly, "Did you see that? She didn't even put away her boob." I get it, supportive husband follows his wife and kid to the doctors and stuff. But did he really enter a nursing room and expected women in here to hide their breasts to not disturb him? It's a nursing room. What did he expect to see? A magician doing card tricks? I could show him a magic sprinkler trick. There's definitely a joke in here. Like, the dude is a boob, so he shouldn't be shocked by the presence of another one. Someone save it. It can be cleverer than this. Boob as in a stupid, awkward person. Not the breasts associated with women and babies everywhere, and especially those in demarcated nursing rooms. No reason for the dad to go into the nursing room at all unless they stop at the changing table or if the mom needs help in some manner. I agree. He walked in as if he was looking for a spot for her. I personally didn't care, because memories of predominantly male med team at my childbirth were still fresh, and I lost a huge chunk of shame for my functioning body parts being exposed as they do their thing. But yeah, he should have stayed behind that door. Not to mention, complaining about seeing a boob. He literally said, and I quote, "Did you see that? She didn't even put away her boob while you were feeding your kid?" What a stupid thing to say. No, seriously. What are you supposed to do? Apologize and put away your boob like it's a mobile back in your pocket? He had no business being in the nursing room. It's created for mother's privacy, which him entering defeats the purpose of. I have no issues nursing in public and have no issues telling someone where to go if they have a problem with it. I can't stand people who can't mind their own business. My mom keeps pressuring me to dye my hair. So I'm forced to go on a trip to America, which I had paid for my own ticket. My mom doesn't speak much English and needs help getting around. The purpose is to visit my aunt cause she is sick and I wouldn't mind, but it's for 2 weeks. I only wanted to go for 1 week. My mom is a very pushy and manipulative person. Yesterday, she was like, "You should dye your hair with highlights so you can look pretty. A girl needs to look pretty, especially if you're going to America." I literally told her reasons why I don't want to. Because last time I got highlights, it damaged my hair a lot and a lot of people said it aged me. Then she kept bugging me yesterday and today. So every time she sees a woman with dyed hair or highlights, then she's like, "Oh, that woman has awesome highlights," or something like that. It's just frustrating to me. Today my uncle came over, then my mom complains about it to him and he doesn't even seem to care because it's someone's personal choice. He was just there to grab a tool from us and then she's be *ching about my hair choices like. My mom's always been pushy about my life and my choices. I'm fed up TBH. I'm an adult BTW with a full-time job and I pay the bills. I honestly think I should move out, but my mom is Asian and is old, so her values are very old-fashioned. I don't know how to speak to her without her getting upset or defensive. I don't want to be pushover cause I can be at times, but I put my foot down for once and then she acts like that. It's just frustrating. I remember when I was 22, I went on a date with a guy and then she got super weird about it. She called my brother and was like, tell her not to do anything with him. Then my brother told me a week after. I think I need to break off this toxic cycle that she has. She's very manipulative and irritating. I hate speaking about my mom like that, but it's gotten to the point where she truly pisses me off. Mom, the next time you suggest this, I will be canceling my trip and you are on your own. And follow through. I'd probably go scorched earth, cut my hair real short and dye it bright red or something. I live in America, have hair down to my booty, and haven't dyed my hair in over 5 years. You don't need to be Barbie perfect to just exist here. I haven't dyed my hair in 20 years. By the time I was OP's age, it had been 10. This exactly. If you like your natural hair color, you just don't dye it here. No one cares. Maybe you not going on this trip would force her to finally learn some English. Plus the smartphones now have translation app. Are you expected to pay and use your vacation time every time she travels to the United States? Perhaps she should just go alone. Also, when she didn't pay for my trip, she's like, you should spend your money, what is it for? My aunt is really sick, like she lost a lot of weight. So next time I'm definitely not wasting my vacation days to go on a trip with her. I told her that she's on her own next time. It's just a one-time thing and I won't do it again. Because she really needs to be more independent. And if I don't have to go on a trip with her, then I won't have to hear annoying things like, you need to do this and that. Let her know that you'll get purple or pink highlights if she insists, or a color that would really annoy her. But it's your hair, your choice, and if she doesn't like it, that's her problem. I'm right there with ya on not wanting to damage my hair. I like the previous suggestion of telling her to drop the issue or she's going on her own. Good luck. My daughter and I dyed our hair purple. Mine faded quickly, but hers stayed for quite a while. Previously she had blue hair. Hello, I live in America and have a blue pixie haircut. Trust me. No one here cares about your hair. They're too busy caring what their own hair looks like. No one is going to point and be like, OMG. Her hair isn't highlighted. Your mom needs to chill. Give my son your Spider-Man costume cause he's white like Spider-Man. Having just watched Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and how the message of anyone can be Spider-Man made me recall this story from October 2007. It had been a few months since Spider-Man 3 came out and it was Halloween. Normally I would have stayed home when my mom came from a local dollar store with cheap costumes that felt like you were wearing a pajama onesie. I had gotten a standard cowboy costume as we left the house to go to the school Halloween fair, where I met my friend who we'll call F. F had a decent Tobey Maguire Spider-Man costume on, with the mask also. We started with the most standard Halloween tradition, bobbing for apples and turning them into candy apples with sprinkles when F gets a small stain on his suit and heads to the bathroom to clean it. A few minutes pass and F doesn't return. I get worried and tell his grandpa as he went into the school. As I wait next to a few stands when I spot this older kid who's about 13 in the same costume F is wearing, only he's too big to wear it. As I walk up to him. Me, excuse me, you're wearing my friend's costume. EK, no, my mom bought it. Me, it doesn't fit you. EK, shut up. Proceeds to shove me away as I stumble. Me, give it back to him. At this point, X simply grabs my arm and pulls it behind my back, telling me to stop asking him questions. As I simply step on his foot before pushing him, he falls to the ground and this teen starts wailing for his mom, who quickly shows up and yanks my arm up like a ragdoll. EM, why did you attack my son? Me, he started. EM, don't give me that. EK is a good student and kid, unlike you. EM then holds my arm as she calls for a teacher when F and his grandpa show up, and F has a small black eye and is wearing a shirt from the Lost and Found. Grandpa, ma'am, is that your son? Points at EK. EM, why do you care? Grandpa whispers something to F as he speaks. F. He hit me in the bathroom while I was cleaning my costume and took it. It's his, plus someone like you can't wear it. Grandpa, why not? He said this as he began to look pissed off. EK, he's a N-word. N-words can't be Spider-Man, he's white. My son is right, Spider-Man is always white. Now for some of F's grandpa life. He was born in the early 60s and of course, dealt with racism for most of his life and had gone through the Civil Rights Act, the deaths of MLK and JFK, etc., and now seeing his grandson being called a racial slur at school, he put his foot down. Grandpa, who cares, my grandson can be Spider-Man if he wants to. And you can't say that word, young man. Points to EK. Ek, shut up, N-word. Grandpa simply ignored him and as he left with F and me and came back with the principal, who quickly sided with Grandpa and told that EK, who was held back a few times, was to switch schools as he was expelled. Yelled that she was a single mother and this school was the closest to home. Principal said he'd call the cops on them for trespassing if they didn't leave. Cut to 2011, when we had the first black US president. I was with F in a comic shop looking at some comics. I picked up a new Ultimate Spider-Man comic and saw that there was a new Spider-Man. As I read it and then showed who the new Spider-Man is, he smiled. I find it ridiculous that a grown woman who should be punishing her child for this behavior and blatant racism is instead encouraging it. She must have looked so stupid when the first Miles Morales comic came out. Let's be real, she probably still doesn't know about Miles. You'd be amazed at the entitled racism that some parents teach their kids. There's a moment in the last live-action Spider-Man movie when the villain unmasks Spider-Man and say, "I thought you'd be black." And all around me the audience whispered Miles. Miles. Oh yeah, my theater cheered at that, was awesome. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.